What'd you get your friends gifts?
So my two best friends turned 21 recently. They're twins. And so I got them the orange vodka.
Are they fraternal or identical?
It's a boy and a girl, so fraternal.
Okay, so fraternal.
Yeah.
Can you be a boy and a girl and be identical?
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
I got the auntie laughing on that one.
But yeah,
Okay.
I got them the orange vodka and I think the grapefruit, and they really liked it.
Okay, yeah, I like the orange. I drink.
I like the orange vodka.
For the record, if you're ever buying me a gift at the Alien Beverage Center, I like the clear vodka. While all the flavored vodkas are wonderful, my favorites when it comes to secret spirits, I like the clear vodka because I just like clear vodka.
Yeah, you'll just drink clear vodka on ice.
Well, yeah, the pandemic did a doozy on me. Yeah. So I do like vodka on the rocks, and I actually had to read something recently from a sort of like Esquire type magazine, a GQ type thing, where we can Shelby, you're in on this if you want to be in on this, and where drinking vodka on the rocks is apparently like the most déclassé. You're just like a rube, like vodka on the rocks. It is not what people drink, but I have been around my grandmother since my entire life until she passed away, and she'd take some vodka, pour it on the rocks, and she wouldn't take the lemon. She'd just take like the rind.
Yeah.
Not she'd just take a little piece of the lemon skin, not the zest, but an actual piece of
the
it.
rind,
just kind of give it a twist and throw it in the vodka, and that was her whole drink. And so I defer to my grandmother because she's better than you. not you. I mean everyone.
Just everyone.
Yeah, not you, but she was just the best.
You're like a classy old lady.
I'd like to think I drink my vodka like a classy old lady. Yeah. Well, absolutely. There's no shame in that game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shelby, hi, Shelby Blondell.
Hi.
Hello, Schwab. It's nice to see you. It's nice to be back.
Yeah, it is nice to see you. Now, I don't think I've ever had a cocktail with you. You were just saying your birthday's this Sunday, though.
It is.
And I don't want to say how old you're gonna be on air, but
You can age me. It's okay.
no, I don't want. I like keeping it a mystery.
Mystery.
But just for the record books, what is your cocktail of choice?
I mean, whiskey on the rocks.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
go with that. But I mean, an old fashioned. I've never heard of this just vodka on the rocks thing, though. This is
it's a new. I'm a gin man.
Okay.
But COVID did a doozy on me, and I lost a majority of my smell and sense, taste, just whatever. I can't smell or taste anything. And so in the gin I like is very expensive, and I can't. It tastes like vodka to me, so I just sort of said, why don't we just drink the vodka?
Drink vodka.
Save a
Might
couple
as
bucks.
well.
Yeah.
I mean, gin can get pretty pricey. Gin is a connoisseur's drink, I'd say, and I'd fallen into it. My dad got me into it when I was a kid, and he used to have. I swear to God, when I was Shelby, I don't mean I was drinking when I was a kid, but
hold on. What were you doing as a child?
They would drink the Beefeater. That was what was popular, when I was a child. And the joke they'd always give with the kids the olives. So you'd have kids running around eating. See, your parents are smiling; they understand. So you'd have kids running around giddy on gin-soaked olives, and I never lost the taste for it. I like myself a gin martini.
All right.
But I'll keep that in mind.
The things we learn.
On your birthday, that we're gonna go ahead and get you an old fashioned. If you ever go over to the Alien Beverage Center, just to wrap that up, they also have an American whiskey and some other stuff you can make your old fashioned with.
I'm in.
Riveting.
In the studio with us tonight, we have an artist out of Lithicum or Linthicum, depending on how you like to pronounce it. Her name is Shelby Blondell. She's an international, I'm going to get back to that, singer, songwriter, inventor, and speaker whose determination shows that even surgeries, including brain surgery, cannot get you down. Shelby has a unique sound that captivates the crowd by bringing them to their feet and hitting their heart. Shelby's music, story, and work have been featured on radio, like Ocean 98, and multimedia internationally. We're going to get back to that with with the radio top hit "Fun in the Sun." We played that just a few minutes ago, and we're going to hear a live version later today. Shelby has a quote on her website, Shelby Blondell. She says, "I say I'm a songwriter first because it's my songs that when I want to touch people's lives, because it's my songs that I want to touch people's lives, whether it's a song I'm writing, an event where I'm speaking or performing, or product I'm developing. I want to have an impact and be a light for others, as many have been for me." Much love, Shelby Blondell. And I do want to point out, and we're going to talk about this more, she has a really cool product called the Sheller. If you're a crab eater, if you're a Marylander, if you're an Eastern Shore type, you want to check this out. The Sheller, we talked about it earlier today. We've talked about it before. It's an all-in-one crab tool. If you're like me, when you're picking crabs, you like to have something to actually pick, like get into cracks and crevices with. You need something to smash with, because you need to smash things. And in general, you need a tool to get the job done. The Sheller is an all-in-one tool, and you can check that out. Shelby, where do we go from here?
Well, thank you again for having me back. It's good to be back. I guess start there. It's been a while.
It has.
It's been some time.
It's been a hot second. Yeah.
It has.
It's good to see you again. I was trying to tell everyone here because they were like, well, "Who is she?" And I was like, "I can't explain it. I've known you for almost a decade now."
That seems crazy to me to think about that.
Yeah.
We're just lifelong friends at this point.
Seriously, but let me ask you a question then, because I was trying to explain to Marla and I didn't remember the story exactly. You were in college at the University of Baltimore.
Correct.
And what was your major?
Entrepreneurship.
Okay, see, that
Yes.
doesn't seem like a major to me, but
Yeah.
it seems like a personal.
It's a
choice.
way of life.
Yeah, exactly. No, seriously. Yeah. And one of your assignments to graduate, or
Yeah. So when one of the things is you had to kind of come out with an LLC as a part of your graduate degree. You kind of had to go through, come up with a business. And I was playing music at that point, and a professor kind of got me in the mindset and was trying to get me to realize, like, hey, do you realize what you're doing? Doing music, playing music is a business. And I didn't think about it that way until, he had pointed it out to me. And then I thought about it and realized, I guess you're right. I guess this is a thing.
Yeah. It's interesting you say that, because I wonder where we got that into our vernacular here, and it's probably from you coming and talking to us about it, because we meet so many young artists who don't treat music like a business, and it's kind of a damn shame, because it falls apart, because there is a party and there's a lot of fun going on, but if you don't focus on the business too, you're going to stumble and fall right quick.
Absolutely.
And we try to tell some of the young guys, and they're always like, another cocktail. And we're like, all right, sure.
Gotta be careful.
We love cocktails.
One too many.
We love cocktails around here. Let's get that straight, okay? But there's a little bit of business that needs to take place as well.
There's a fine line,
That's cool. And so then you started making music a business. When did you start with the Sheller?
So I finished my undergrad, and then in 2015, and then I started an MBA program. And it was within that program when I was eating crabs one night in 2017, and I kind of mistakenly picked up a mallet and one of those plastic knives that break that they give you at a crab house. And that's kind of when the idea started fluttering in my head for the Sheller. So that was starting in 2017, and the patent went through in 2020. So primetime pandemic time.
You got your patent. What does that entail?
That's happened since I saw you last.
That's super cool. Can you give us? And this is sort of off track of the music. We'll get back to the music in a second. What does it involve getting a patent? How did that go down?
It just involved a very long, grueling process, and 3 years of my life that I wish went a lot sooner.
Did it cost a lot of money?
I did a lot of it on my own, which was good and bad, because it involved a lot more work on my end, but it was also nice to see that back end work from my end rather than just having someone else do it.
Right.
So saved some money by doing it that way, but gave myself probably a little more stress by doing it that way. So
you have to excuse my naivete, but so does that mean at Library of Congress somewhere there's a drawing and a little description of the Sheller with your signature?
You can look up that patent if you'd like.
Okay, I might do that.
I've got a plaque on the wall and everything. Yep.
I might do that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now let's get back to the music real quick,
right.
because you're an entrepreneur, but first and foremost, your passion is music, is it not?
It is, yeah.
And you've been writing new songs?
I have. Yeah, we a lot of new music has happened, and during the pandemic did a whole live album outside, took a whole video crew outside because we weren't supposed to be together. Did a whole live album outside. And then recently, since I've been able to bring the guys back into the studio, we've done a bunch of live recordings, because I think it's really fun to do when you have everyone together in a room. It's super fun to get that experience together. So we recently put out.
What's that like?
It's just very exciting. Well, also trying when there's a lot of people in one room.
I was setting you up for failure on that one, Shelby.
It's wonderful. No, it's really great. It's we do like long days when we do it, so you're making a lot of memories, and you always come out with stories.
Yeah,
so
now, I have to admit, I'm sorry, I haven't seen any of these videos. You said all the new songs that you've written, you also did videos with as well?
Yeah, so we're releasing them all as singles with videos. So not all of them are out yet, but so the ones that we did as the live album Outside, those have been released, and those happened. I released those at the end of 21, and then little by little I've been doing like one song at a time with the guys as the full band ones.
Okay.
Just because I don't have the attention span for albums anymore, I feel like people don't either. I can feel like I can say that because I don't.
I would say the trend with
Right.
most musicians is to release singles.
Yeah. So single with a video. That way there's something to go along with it. Do it all at once, And then also, like, while we're recording, we can do videos along with it, put pictures out with it. There's just all kinds of stuff. We can tell the story along with it. Instead of just putting it all out at once, kind of let it linger.
And everybody can find these videos and these songs at shelbyblondell.com?
They can, yes.
Perfect. Can we hear one of these songs?
You sure can.
All right, let me get a quick shout out to the sponsor while we get set up. You're listening to Live LIXX. Live LIXX between 5 and 6, brought to you by Secrets in Ocean City, Maryland, and all the businesses that make up the Secrets campus. If you've never been to 49th Street in the Bay, come on down. Find us and get lost. Explore what's going on. You've got the Atlantic Beverage Center out there on 51st Street, Area 51, getting ready to open up. It is an event space, whether you want to have a wedding, a celebration of life, a bar mitzvah, a bat mitzvah, a birthday party, you can do that there. And don't forget about the Secrets Distilling Company. They are making secret spirits right here on the property with tours of the facility available, secretsdistilling.com. And, of course, the mothership wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Secrets Jamaica USA, 49th Street in the Bay, the sponsor of the live music right here today with the artist Shelby Blondell, who's playing tonight on our Paul Reed Smith studio guitar. I'm happy to see what kind of guitar do you play usually?
I play a Taylor, but I like playing a Paul Reed Smith when I can. I'm a Maryland
awesome.
girl, so if I can get Paul on here, I'm gonna do it.
Yes, I love it. Here she is, Shelby Blondell, a return visit to Live LIXX between 5 and 6 right here on Ocean 98.
Tell you that I miss you. There's an open space in my heart. Falling out, you always call me when I fell to the ground. It's killing me inside. I never wanted this love or this friendship to die. Warmth of your arms now so chilling since you've been gone. Endings aren't always a perfect scene, but I'll just turn my page and write my fairy tale. You were the pieces I thought I needed, the one I dreamt, but the time was spent. Grief and distress, it just comes with argument, but still my joy no more. It's killing me inside. I never wanted this love or this friendship to die. Warmth of your arms now so chilling since you've been gone. Endings aren't always a perfect scene, but I'll just turn my page and write my fairy tale. It's killing me inside. I never wanted this love or this friendship to die. Warmth of your arms now so chilling since you've been gone. Endings aren't always a perfect scene, but I'll turn my page and write my fairy tale.
You're listening to Live LIXX on Ocean 98.
The newest destination for dining, shopping, and family-friendly entertainment, the Ember Center on 24th, featuring dining options at any time of day at Jay's Cafe, the Embers Restaurant, and Blue Crab House. Create memories today at the Ember Center, tostinggroup.com.
Now is the time to give your home a thorough cleaning for summer. Locally owned since 1993, let the professional team at Stanley Steamer take care of all your carpet, tile and grout, hardwood, furniture, and air duct cleaning needs. Schedule a cleaning online at stanleysteamer.com or call 1-800-STEAMER.
Ocean 98 is broadcasting live from the Jolly Roger on 30th Street for their annual Christmas in July event. I'm joined by Dawn of the Jolly Roger. Dawn, what's happening today?
It's Jolly Roger Christmas in July. We've teamed up once again with the Marine Corps and Toys for Tots. Jolly St. Nick is out visiting Splash Mountain Water Park, Speed World, 30th Street. We've got tons of free activities for you with Circus Smile, Dan the Pirate, and Lollipop the Clown. Donate $20 or a toy valued at $20 and receive 20% off all purchases.
Hi, this is Ronnie with the Cottage Cafe in Bethany Beach. The Cottage is open every day at 11 a.m. serving delicious food at affordable prices. Entrees, sandwiches, salads, appetizers, and the best burgers and crab cakes in Bethany. Stop by for our daily happy hour in the pub.
This live performance is brought to you by the ABC Store on 50th Street in Ocean City, Maryland.
That's right, the ABC Store out there on 51st Street in front of the Secrets campus, and now dubbed the Alien Beverage Center with Paul high atop it. You said you got your secret spirits there, Maddie.
Yep.
Know what you can also get over there? The RTD ready-to-drink cocktails. Harley's been
Yes.
talking about them this summer. Have you ever had them? Did you
Yeah,
ever?
we tried. Remember that one day we tried the
I brought you a big
bamboo,
didn't
yeah.
I? Yeah, that's I mean, I honestly have to pull back on them. There was a period there when I was drinking one of those a day. I thought,
like the big
Well, I thought they
bottle.
were single servings, and then someone said, that's for 4 people, right? I was like,
oh.
yeah. Okay. I have a
Anyway.
voracious appetite, Maddie.
Yes.
Have you tried any of? You might not like it if you're as traditional as an old-fashioned,
Yeah.
Shelby.
I'm intrigued, though.
Yeah.
I feel like I must try this.
They're pretty good.
Do you like sweet stuff?
I mean,
Yeah, I can hear. It's okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's
how
taste buds
sweet
are.
is sweet? What are we?
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It's
Sweet.
sweet. Yeah, it's like sweet.
Maybe I feel like I have to try it now. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, do you guys have a? Yeah, you come. You're down for your birthday. What are you doing down here?
hanging out, doing some crab stuff, doing this, hanging
yeah.
out with you.
Yeah. You're just a business person, aren't you?
I feel like I can't turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the hat is either on or off. I can't get away from it.
That
the
hat,
hat's always on.
by the way, is
It's-
your signature look.
It's the thing.
You've pretty much been pimped. You guys don't know because you just met Shelby.
Yeah.
Skis laughing at you over there, but like no, that she's been working. What kind? Is that a fedora?
Is it a fedora?
I don't know. I don't.
No,
I
it's a little
just a hat.
different.
It's
yeah.
It's a brimmed.
brimmed. It could be called
Yeah.
a blondell at this point.
We'll call it
Yeah.
a blondell. Steven Tyler has worn this hat, so I'm not getting rid of it now.
Okay. That you mean he's actually worn that actual
Yes,
hat?
he did. Yes.
Oh my God,
So I'm
that's
just gonna
awesome.
Tell us the story.
I did a meet and greet with him. A good friend of mine, actually, John Huffington, who's been on, not with you, he's been on one of the radio shows here. He and I had
You
gone
mean with
to,
Bulldog and the Rude
he's
Awakening
been
show?
on, he was on with
okay.
Bulldog, yeah.
Okay.
And he and I had gone to go see Aerosmith, and we got to do a meet and greet with Steven Tyler and Joe Perry.
That's
and
cool.
Had
That's
it,
so
and
cool.
Steve was like, he put it on. He was like, "Can I have this? Can I wear it tonight?" And John was like, "She actually needs that. That's like her hat."
Yeah, well, it is your signature look. But
Yeah.
now that's cool.
That is cool.
Were they as charismatic as I probably
They
think
were
they are?
they were really awesome. Yeah.
What do
yeah.
they call them? The Toxic Twins? Isn't that their nickname? Is that,
They're pretty twin-like.
Yeah.
I think that's what they call them. Joe, what's his last name?
Joe Perry.
Yeah, Joe Perry and Steve
Steve
Tyler.
Tyler.
I think they're called the Toxic Twins. I think that. I'm pretty sure that's their nickname from way back, Toys in the Attic era.
Oh, okay.
I mean, geez, man. I thought
I don't know.
I can't verify it right now, but I think I'm correct.
I think you're right.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
I'll believe you.
So, have you been performing more or entrepreneuring more?
Both. I feel like it's interesting. These are two worlds that shouldn't mesh, but they do. I feel like there becomes a lot of festivals that I will be performing at and also be the sheller at, and vice versa, be shellering at festivals and performing at. So, bringing the band out, playing at festivals. So like a mix and match kind of thing. But Yeah.
It's funny because you call this the sheller. A good friend of mine, Shelly, we call her the shell stir.
Ooh, it's just getting very confusing.
Yeah,
Little wordy.
it happens, yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, have you had any good crabs this year?
Oh, we've got a ton. I've got to find what are the best crabs down here? Where should we be going this weekend? I feel like you're going to spew off like 10 places that we should be going.
I feel like I have to tread lightly because I feel like there's advertisers that I need to cater to, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell you what I've done. I've only had crabs twice this season.
Ooh, okay.
My good friend Rixie, he's got a restaurant around here, and he's as lazy as I am, and we dumped out a pound of pasteurized the other day and sat there with a fork and ate it with Old Bay, and that's just about the perfect way to eat crab, right?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Jumbo lump all day long, baby.
Oh, yeah.
But then my friend Sarah invited me over for a birthday party like about 10 days ago or so, and I sat down and picked some really good crabs from that place I told you should check out, the Assateague Crab
I've gotta
down on
check that
611
out. Okay.
Market, I think it's called, Patrick's place, and those crabs are good. I usually check out D-Head up at Rusty Jimmy's is a go-to of mine. I'll be honest with you, crabs to go on Route 50.
Oh, yeah.
The bomb diggity.
Yeah.
Those
are good.
The
It
Whitmires never stopped to. They exceed expectations every time. But then again, Crab Alley's the bomb. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can go on. I can go on and on because I really haven't ever had a bad crab.
Crabs for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks from now until Thursday. I am in.
Yeah.
Lots of places
but
to check out.
where's your go-to when you guys are down shore?
Oh goodness. Well, so I feel like I typically stop like Higgins on my way in.
Oh,
Okay,
Higgy babies.
Because it's.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize there's a down here. There's a Higgins Nor.
Is
that what it's called? Higgins
the
North?
chick I told you about, the Shelster?
Yeah.
She was a waitress at Higgy Babies back in the day. I've eaten many bags of Higgy Babies crabs.
Okay. Yeah. So I've not checked out the one down here, the more Ocean City kind of based one. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard. I mean, I haven't seen the price this year. So there's always like, oh, there's a shortage this year. The government's limited the crabs. I haven't. I don't know.
I feel like it's.
I haven't paid.
Yeah.
I haven't paid.
Crabs are
I haven't
always-
paid for any crabs this year, so I'm not bitching and moaning yet. And old folks are laughing at that one. They get it. We got Shelby Blondell, free crabs. Shelby Blondell in the studio. This is live LIXX. Shelby, can you play some more music before we talk ourselves into a corner? You're listening to Ocean 98. This hour of the show brought to you by Secrets. Come on down today. Don't forget, when it rains, they pour at Secrets Jamaica USA, 49th Street in the Bay. Shelby, take it away.
Perfect melody to make me sing. Perfect singing in the rain. Like a thunderstorm outside my door. Singing in the rain. What do you know about the birds and bees? Just singing sway with the trees as they go with the wind. Going side to side, yeah. And the thunder, the crash cymbals in my mind. All the angels trying to get me to sing. All the angels trying to sing to me. I'm dancing in the rain. Dance my worries away. Dancing in the rain. All my fears away. Dancing in the rain like a city night on a friends out on a pier and just singing a song like I'm dancing in the rain. Raining out my door, I don't wanna go high. Just gonna sit and watch my heart go up and down. Perfect day makes me think, makes me waste my day and my drink every day like I'm dancing in the rain. What do you know about the birds and bees? Just singing sway with the trees as they go with the wind going side to side, yeah. trying to get me to sing. All the angels trying to just sing to me.
The Entertainment Connection.
Right, you're listening to Live LIXX, this hour of the show brought to you by the businesses on the Secrets campus. In the studio with us today, we have Shelby Blondell. She's a veteran here for Live LIXX. She's an entrepreneur. She's a Marylander, and she's a musician. I gotta say, Shelby, I hate trying to like pick my favorite part of you, but I think I'm fascinated with this. I've never picked crabs with you before.
We should do that one day.
We definitely should. If you go to thescheller.com, you can get exposed to basically what is your business. This is, outside of being a musician, the Sheller.
So the Sheller is a patented seafood multi-tool, but it's basically a flat crab mallet, but a mallet picker bottle opener, 3 tools in one, but flat so that it actually cracks your claws instead of smashing it like a wooden mallet. That's why it's flat. Those wooden mallets smash, and you're like picking off little pieces. And those wooden mallets, the heads fly off. They don't fit in your drawer.
Okay.
You catch on now?
I don't hate the wooden mallet as much as you, but I do appreciate the sheller.
Yeah.
And what I didn't realize was I was looking at the website, thescheller.com, and I was looking at the bottle opener part, and duh.
See?
I was thinking that was an apron picker, but then I realized that the apron picker
no, but it is also,
at the very end of the knife element
correct,
of it.
yeah.
So the hand, this is, for those of you who can't see online, I think Ski's holding one up right now.
He's got it propped on some
It's
water
propped
bottles.
Up nice. Look at this.
The sheller is essentially...
New spokesman right here. Look at this. Look at this. You're hired.
If you think of a hammer, the shape of a hammer, but now you think of a CNC cut hammer. So it's a two-dimensional device. As much as something can be two-dimensional, because we're in a three-dimensional world, they say. And then so you have the hammer, and then the handle of the hammer comes to a point. So you have a picker, so you can get pop open aprons and fiddle with fussy claws and what have you. And then the hammer head has a bottle opener on it. It also has a hammer face. I don't know what that part of the hammer's called. I'm going to call it the hammer face.
There we go. Yeah.
And then what I like with the photos you have at thescheller.com, and I think this might be the most important part, because I think for me, the struggle, because I'm a New Englander by trade, not a Marylander by trade. So I had to learn how to pick crabs. It wasn't like built into my body. Like all y'all inbreds.
Second nature here.
And so what eventually you have to split the shell. Correct. And I like that one picture where you have the sort of the top of the hammer of the sheller as the shell splitter. Yeah.
Well, and another thing too is you can't really use one of those plastic knives or a wooden mallet on lobster or oyster. But the sheller, that's why I tried to make it as universal as possible. So it works on lobster, it works on oysters. So it's an all-around.
You're saying you can shuck an oyster with the sheller?
You can.
Huh.
So how they used to, and I actually learned this from a friend of mine who is an oyster shucker. He told me that he.
Well, you have one of them oyster shucking friends.
Lots of them. I've got lots of them. But they used to open oysters actually with a hammer and a knife. So they used to actually use multiple tools.
Yeah.
So he was like, "This actually works really well. You hit." So you hit the end, and then it kind of pops open on its own.
Yeah.
So I've got a couple videos.
Yeah, I'm not a master shucker. I mean, I've shucked a few oysters in my day, but I'm no master shucker. But the guys who can do it good, that's one of my favorite things to do, is go to an oyster eating festival, just because watching somebody move through those oysters, it's like, God, that guy's
crazy.
Yeah. I would like to see that. You should have a contest, because the traditional oyster knife is a fan favorite around the house. You know, almost everyone has that same stupid knife that's been around for hundreds of years.
Yep.
Do you think the sheller? I know you're gonna have to say yes because it's your product, but do you think the sheller can compete with the standard oyster knife?
Well, here's what I'll say: it is a little more, but it's not as harmful. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Oh, you're saying I get it.
You're not just digging into your hand, right?
Right.
Is that right? Dangerous? Yeah, there we go.
Dangerous. Yeah. That's Optic
you got
Productions.
me all tongue-tied now.
Well, you made him your spokesperson now. You got to keep.
I know.
You got to take him with you.
He's my PR man now.
You can keep him.
You can come on. But also, I think the thing is, with people who are eating crabs, if you're eating lobster, if you're eating oysters, when you're eating seafood, everyone has their own way of eating crabs, right?
Sure.
Some people don't use anything, right? So eat crabs how you want, use what you're going to use.
Yeah.
But I will say there are aspects of the sheller that make it much easier to eat your crabs, to eat your lobster, to eat your oysters, to open your beer, to do all the things. It's also more sanitary, more environmentally friendly. There's a lot of things, but people can do what they want.
Did the prototype have a bottle opener on it? Did you have to have to fail? Did your dad say to you, "What the hell, man? How am I supposed to open a bottle of beer?" Is that that's how that came about, right?
It was funny. I mean, it was like 20 prototypes.
Okay.
Between drawings, cardboard cutouts, clay, modeling clay, the clay that you bake. That didn't go so well. I just have crumbles of that laying around in a box. That wasn't so great. It took quite a while.
Well, if you're down shore listening, or you're anywhere online listening at ocean98.com, and you want to get an official Maryland designed, Maryland built, Maryland owned entrepreneur from a woman, check out the Sheller, thescheller.com. If you want to hear some good music, go to shelbyblondell.com. If you want to have some fun right this very second, head to ocean98.com. You can see Shelby right in the middle of the screen. We're also streaming live. Optic Productions on social media, Ocean 98 on social media. Shelby, Can we hear some more music?
Absolutely.
Here she is, Shelby Blondell. You're listening to Live LIXX right here on Ocean 98.
Little fun in the sun, a little sand in my tan, little you and me walking in bare feet, trying to hold on to my hand. Saw you standing there with that slick brown hair when you took it off that John Deere wipe, that straight phone scared where you caught my eye as you walked on by, grabbed me away from the stage to walk in some play. A little fun in the sun, a little sand in my tan, a little you and me walking in bare feet, trying to hold on to my hand. Well, if you just could have read my mind, you grabbed me from the side, looked into my eyes, whispered no, took control and sang, hidden and in the sand. Walked all through the night, oh how the time went by, swooped me off my feet. 20 feet carried me to that rock pile island. We watched the sunrise as the waves crashed by. It was the perfect way to end such an amazing day that started with some fun in the sun. A little sand in my tan, a little you and me walking in bare feet, trying to hold on to my hand. Well, if you just could have read my mind, oh, you grabbed me from the side, looked into my eyes, whispered a no, just took control and sang, and in the sand. Little fun in the sun, little sand in my tan, little you and me walking in bare feet, trying to hold on my hand. Well, if you could have read my mind, oh, grabbed me from the side, looked into my eyes, whispered a no, and took control inside, and in the sand.
Shelby Blondell, ShelbyBlondell.com. Do yourself a favor and check out the Sheller. Thank you so much, Shelby. Don't be such a stranger.
Thank you so much for having me. Hope to be back soon.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope to see you soon. Stay tuned. Maddie and I have some stuff to give away. It is, after all, Christmas.
This